Well, Marcelo, for an NRL player, you've got an interesting background. Tell us about it. Where's your mum and dad from?
Yeah, so mum's from Fiji and dad's from Chile. So for myself, I was born in Fiji and then moved here when I was 3 years old.
And you're the first player of South American descent to play NRL. How's that feel?
I guess it's a big thing for the South American community, but yeah, for me it's just grateful to be there.
I can imagine in Chile, in the South American part of your family, it's all about soccer. How do they take to you playing rugby league?
Yeah, well, my old man, he loves his soccer, so for me, like to play rugby league, he was a bit off it. Like he wanted me to play soccer at the start.
And this is when you were really
when I was a young fella, okay. Yeah, and then my brothers kind of got me into rugby league, and I guess it kicked off from there.
And you're a Bulldogs fan growing up?
Yeah, so growing up, I was a diehard Bulldog supporter. I played my juniors there, and to play, through the grades, Harold Matthews and SG Ball, and then, one day to debut was kind of a dream come true.
Gives the ball away, the Dogs for the line, Montoya! He's got it down, Marcelo Montoya. There's room here, Montoya down the wing, he'll score!
And the Bulldogs is known as a multicultural club. Considering your background, is that cool to represent that multicultural background?
Yeah, it is. I guess the fans are very passionate and the fans come from different backgrounds as well. So I guess to have my background, it just kind of fit in.
And you played for Fiji, your mum's Fiji, yeah?
Yeah, so yeah, I was pretty fortunate to play for Fiji in the World Cup, and mum was so happy. I think it was probably the happiest she's been when she found that I was going.
Well, I've been blessed to go to Fiji, maybe 20 times I've been over there.
Yeah.
And you spoke about family. For me, I see Fijians, it's all about family, but it's also about either rugby league or rugby union. It's like a religion.
Yeah, it is. I think for them growing up back home, that they haven't got much, and I think for them to fall back on a sport, kind of lifts them up. And I think we're pretty lucky because there's a lot of talented Fijians out there.
There's so much talent there. Tell us about when you get in there and you sing the hymn with the other Fijian boys.
Yeah, I think it's just the brotherhood we created, and singing the hymn, it brings a lot of passion out in the boys. It just brings us a bit closer to each other and obviously to God. That's something big in our camp, and that's something massive that we spread.
Oh, what does God play not only in your life but in your footy career?
Yeah, a big part. Growing up in a Fijian family, mum was religious, and uncle would pick us up every Sunday morning when I was a young fella and take us to church and stuff. And yeah, I guess he's played a massive part in my life, and I guess where I am today and shaping the person I am.
And I understand you had a really close relationship with your grandmother?
Yeah, growing up, she was kind of our mother as well, because mum would be at work, so she'd always take care of us. And she used to look after us on like $60 a week it was, and it was probably about 10 of us in that little tin house. Yeah, she's had a massive role in my life, and she'll always be in my heart.
Well, family's blood, and they help you on your journey, but there's other people who help you so much along your journey who aren't family. Tell us about those people. Yeah,
so where we are today at probably one of my close family friends' house, Nick and Mahassan, they were my pretty much to me, they're my family as well. And I guess growing up out west and then moving out to Fairfield, Nick was my under-15s coach. They've been there like a massive part in my life, and I guess getting me where I am today. It's awesome to have those people in your life because they just show that you don't it's not all about blood. It's just if you're a good person, you show loyalty. That's family as well.
Who beats a lot? He beat 3 players. He's going to come around.
What is Latin Heat? Is that a dance crew or something?
Yeah, so when they first approached me, that's the first thing I thought as well. But
so it's a South American team?
Yeah, South America. Yeah, so it's a Chilean team.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they just travel and they just play in tournaments. It's crazy because it's not only Chile, they've got all the South American teams out there playing and contesting. So yeah, I think it's good for the sport. I think it's good for the country as well to get the football out there and to show what they can add.
How does that make you feel when you got young guys aspiring to do what you're doing?
I'll be walking through Liverpool Westfields and someone will walk up and say, "Oh, Montoya." For me, it's still I'm still trying to get used to that, and I think it's just very humbling. But it is it makes you feel good and it makes you want to give back to the community and give back to rugby league.